Ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers around the world, welcome back to a new series I'm going to be hosting. We're going to be talking about all the loot, glitches, exploits, layout, farming ideas for the deep desert each week based on all the popularity that my last video on the exploits generated and conversations. People are already asking me to do one for this week, so we're going to talk about it real quick. Here is the method.gg deep desert map, which has a lot of information about how the desert looks this week. You can go ahead and just mouse over these things and find out some more info about them. As you can see here, there are different types of lab layouts, and they're named, that can be spawned in. Last week, we talked about two that had exploits. They were called the Furnace, where the mob room is shaped like a furnace, and then we had the Museum, which is the one with the quicksand. Both of those you can exploit in, take all the loot, easy peasy. This week, however, we have only one way that I found to glitch under the world, which is in this I2 testing station. However, there doesn't seem to be any way to glitch into the loot room. We're just gonna walk up, like you saw here, hop up. You just need to run forward. I'm not sure what I'm doing, so I'm hopping in the air, but you just want to run forward out to the ledge here and you can work your way up.
There's no way into the loot room, but
into this one. But what if you went under the world through the
no, I don't think you can do it.
There is a way to glitch into the loot room, but it would cost you a thopter.
Seriously? Oh my god.
You park it underneath the loot room, like really close, like just enough room to stand there. And you get out, your thopter stays there, right? You stand on your thopter and you hit unstuck and it will glitch you into the loot room.
Both of these here have the same loot room layout, and both of them are locked away behind the doors where the mobs spawn. So even if you could glitch in, you'd also have to glitch out. There's no way to do that in either of them. They're both locked behind there. I tried every inch of the loot room. There doesn't seem to be any way to get in. Unfortunately, there's no glitches this week. It seems that works. If you guys find out any, please let me know in the comments and we'll investigate and look into them. But so far, no glitching. There are two difficult testing stations here. They both have 3 lock-in rooms, so it's going to take you a while to get through it solo. You probably want to bring a group to knock those out. The last one here is only 1 room. You could definitely solo any of these, of course, like I've shown in the past videos. Easy to solo if you know what you're doing. But if you're on a server like Harmony, like I am, you probably don't want to bother because you'll probably be overrun by other players eventually. Not really a lot of easy loot this week, besides this one forgotten cave is actually in the PvP area in the middle of E1 here. That is PvP loot, so that's worth hitting. You've got your shipwrecks here, 3 shipwrecks this week, all in E and F row, which is great. They're right at the edge. So those will be easy for solo players to hit if you want. And also we have a lot of ore right here in the middle. So if you are on a dead server, you want to get a lot of ore this week, this might be a good opportunity to build a, PvP base in the middle here somewhere and just harvest as much titanium and strav as you want, because it's all centrally located here, even though it is pretty deep in the PvP area. A lot of servers, I realize though, these days are pretty dead, so if you're not on Harmony, you probably can get away with just building a base there, right? So easy. The spice, there's 5 of them, so it's kind of hard to predict where the spice is going to be. Maybe not the best week for that, but there are 3 that are in F tier. Bring your carrion crawler. You should be able to make an easy escape if you're on a more populated server. If not, you probably don't even care. Maybe you guys are just solo spicing at this point, so. Anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. PvE stations are here in D row. I don't really touch those, so none of these are the exploitable ones either, so we haven't really investigated them because I don't really care about if these ones get exploited as much, but if they do pop up, then we'll let you guys know. I haven't really looked into them yet. I've only been farming these 3 here, and I've had to clear them out normally. 1 PvE loot cave looks like. Obviously, the really good stuff doesn't drop. In those, there's no black market lasguns in PvE area. There's just the very low chance to get, power packs, cutter rays, stuff like that, circuit gauntlets. If you want to farm circuit gauntlets, I think you can stick to the caves, right? 7% chance. And if you want to farm anything else, the downed ships that spawn, the weapons, it's the same as these shipwrecks. They have pretty much the same weapon pool apparently. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this brief episode. We'll catch you next week.